Hey, what's up guys? This is Matt Plays Pokemon coming to you live and direct from London. Please don't forget to subscribe if you like these videos. I'm planning to make heaps more when I can find the time, which time is a little scarce at the moment given that I have to work, but other than that I will try and find the time to make more videos. Got lots coming up. But before that, I wanted to talk a little bit about evolution items because turns out that they are super scarce. I don't think any of us really expected this. I think we all kind of got those Porygons and all those Onyxes and those Scythers expecting that we could probably evolve them right away. You know, we thought that we could just mass evolve them as soon as Gen 2 came out. Turns out that was not at all correct, and that evolving them not only requires an evolution item, but it requires an evolution item that is super scarce, and they're so hard to come by that it's starting to frustrate quite a lot of players, because you know we didn't think it would be this difficult to evolve those. I understand why Niantic has done this. They've probably done it because they don't want everyone to complete their Pokedex super quick. They want to make it special and, you know, a little bit difficult to evolve things like Porygon 2 or Scizor or Steelix, Slowking as well, Bellossom and Kingdra, and all those Pokemon that you need an evolution item for. And that's fine, that's cool. But I don't think any of us expected it to be this difficult. So I get a lot of questions about where you can get evolution items, or more specifically, how you can get them to drop from Pokestops. Because I think by now everyone knows that they drop from Pokestops when you spin them. But the question is, how do you get these items? And I think quite simply, most of us have figured this out by now, but it requires a little bit more research to get exact numbers. Hopefully Silph Road will do that and get some proper data. But basically, from my experience, I've got 4 evolution items so far at the time of recording this. So I've evolved my Slowking, my Bellossom, Kingdra and Scizor 4, which by all accounts, from what I've heard and about speaking to people on Twitter about, is actually quite a lot. I was thinking a little bit about where these come from, and I've had evolution items come from all kinds of different spins. So I've had one from a regular spin with just 3 items. I've had evolution items from my 7-day streak spin. I've had one from a 10th stop spin, and the 4th one I can't remember. It was one of those. But basically, I've had an item drop from every different kind of spin, which it tells me that firstly, it's possible to get an item from any kind of spin. But from what I've seen on Twitter, asked on Twitter about, you know, when people have been getting these evolution items, and it seems to me that the highest chance of getting any evolution item is on the 7th day spin, and you're going to get a higher chance on the 10th stop spin, and again a higher chance on any kind of street day spin. I think that you're getting not only a higher chance because you're getting more items, but I think it seems like there's also a higher probability of getting an evolution item on something like the 7th day streak spin, because when I asked if people were getting evolution items from their 7th day spin, almost all of them said yes, and I got a lot of feedback from people on Twitter, and almost all of them got an item on their 7th day spin, which tells me that, you know, that it's a higher probability, not just because there's more Pokeballs, but because it's the 7th day spin, that is going to be a higher chance of getting the items, I think. And then equally, it seems like a 10th stop spin is going to be a slightly higher probability than, I believe, a regular spin. I believe a regular spin is going to be the least chance of getting any evolution item. And I think it's completely random. You know, it's you could maybe spin 200 stops and not get anything, and equally you could spin 200 and get a whole bunch. So I don't think there's really anything you can do to force this. You could spin as many stops as you want and you still might not get one, or might just get a handful. You're going to get your highest chance of getting one on the 7th day streak. basically. So yeah, that's just a little bit of thinking about these evolution items. It turns out they're going to be super hard to come by. I think we've got to get used to that we're not going to be able to mass evolve any of those Pokemon that we kind of stockpiled preparing for Gen 2. So that is kind of backfired a little bit, but that's fine. That's just the way it is. That's going to do it for this episode. This was just a little quick update, quick maybe insight, quick thoughts on this aspect of the game. So if you like that, which I hope you do, please subscribe, and we'll see you in future episodes. So peace.